Okay, Monday, 30th of December, 2024, to Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know, Money Monday, Bitcoin and everything else, all other things. Money is your time and energy in abstracted form. So this is something I was thinking about briefly, and it finally sunk in, so to speak. The principle here is that energy can't be destroyed or created, only transformed and transferred from one thing to another, from one form to another. So, as a principle then, when you're working, job, business, whatever else, you're spending ultimately your chemical energy, your time in general as a finite resource, as a commodity, so to speak, and your chemical energy, your life, your heartbeat, doing stuff, physically doing stuff, mentally doing stuff, chemical energy. Calories in, calories out, basically. Now, then you're spending a finite resource, calories, or time, to produce work, to do something, whatever it may be. And then, the question then arises that how are you storing that result, that time, that energy, that work? You're storing it in money. Remember that, understand that money is your time and energy in an abstracted form. Digits on a screen, for example, or coins or notes in your pocket. So therefore, you're storing your lifehood, your lifeblood almost, in a kind of money that ultimately can be printed through fractional reserve lending or through quantitative easing, through the banks or through the government, bond market and beyond. So that begs the question then, why would you store your time, the results of your labor, the fruits of your labor from work, in a kind of money, in a method, in a tool, in a technique, dollars, pounds, euros, that can be printed at will, inflated away? Wow. That means that as the inflation rate or the money supply, the more money that comes into existence, the higher that percentage is, the harder you'd have to work just to stay in the same place. You'd have to earn many more pounds, dollars and euros to maintain the same standard of living as in the past, because the money's being inflated away, printed, and there's no limit to how many that can be printed. That's interesting. So when you understand that money is your life in a very abstract, in a very figurative way, but in a very mathematical way as well. You spent 1 hour to earn this £30 in general, the £20 note and the £10 note, and yet that £20 and £30 note can be printed. There's no limit to how many. But instead, if you work and you turn that money into Bitcoin and Satoshis, that can't be printed. 21 million will only ever exist. Mathematical certainty. Understand that ultimately, Bitcoin is just mathematics. Bitcoin is mathematics, computer science, and physics. Because then when you hold your wealth in Bitcoin, it's a bank in cyberspace that's not going to rob you or inflate your Satoshis away. That's powerful. A bank in cyberspace. Okay, fair enough. So that begs the question, why would you? Why would you store your wealth in something that can be printed away? And then that also means that money, this £10 note, this £20 note, represents your life, your time, in a much more fundamental way, a much more first principle, hardcore way. Your time. It took you 1 hour to earn the £20 note, and how easily you're going to fritter it away buying something. Okay, fair enough. But also, if you hold it, just by holding it, that £20 note buys you fewer things over time. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is why I've said in some videos that Bitcoin is deflationary. Bitcoin is money you can own, spend, save, apolitical, deflationary, with a fixed supply. That's powerful. And censorship resistant. Powerful stuff. And this goes into the deflationary part, because you're spending your life, you're saving in a currency that can be printed. Wow. That's an interesting trade, to say the least. How efficient it is, or how moralistic or whatever else, that's a different question completely. That's for you to answer. That's for you to think. But I'm pointing. The logic says if energy can't be produced or created, only transferred, and you're transferring your chemical energy, your heartbeat, or electrical in this case as well, and time into pounds and euros and dollars, and yet those pounds, euros and dollars can be printed, what kind of trade is that? Because there's a meme in the space that says Bitcoin, no, hang on, what was it now? Bitcoin has no top, no limit to how high the price of Bitcoin can go, the market, because fiat has no bottom, meaning there's no limit to how many pounds, dollars, euros can be printed and come into existence through quantitative easing, through fractional reserve lending, through whatever else. Powerful stuff. So then again, it begs the question, why save in a kind of currency that can be printed at will? Powerful stuff. Very, very fundamental. Very, very fundamental way. And your money is your time and life in abstracted form. Meaning, how can I encapsulate 1 hour of my life? Oh, I can encapsulate it in this medium of exchange we call pounds, euros and dollars. This £10, £20 note. There it is. And I can give that to someone else, they can give me products and services back. Powerful stuff. Very, very interesting. But the principle then, when you follow that logic, is they can be printed. They can be printed and created from thin air. So why save your time, your life force, in a form of money that can be created like that? Because at least with Bitcoin, you see, there's a proof of work mechanism, which means that it takes real world time, energy, electricity to produce more. And yet through fractional reserve lending and quantitative easing, it's easy. It takes no time whatsoever to create more units. Therefore, it's inefficient. Therefore, it's a losing game. It's a bad trade. If this way takes real world energy and time, and yet this way, like that, why would you play by those rules? Because those that can create more just can create more like that. Whereas over here, in the mining space, or in your world, it takes time and energy. It takes real world, it takes physics, electricity, energy, time to create more. At least there's a cost to producing more. Over here, it's just flick of a switch, it's a click of a button. This is how loans work, this is how credit cards work, to go a little off topic. Because fundamentally, and a little off topic as well, credit cards aren't designed to be paid off. They're designed to be maximized, and then just living off the bank just earns the interest every month. That's the idea behind them. But you've created all this money via the credit card, and that has to go somewhere that went somewhere in the world by definition. Otherwise, it wasn't maxed out. And now there's interest on that currency that was created. But that's a little off topic. But still, it took nothing to create more money, and yet it took someone time, energy in their life to earn that money. And yet over here, through the banking system, it takes nothing. It takes a transaction. Well, nowadays it's contactless, so it took nothing, just a little swipe, and then more money was created in the world. Wow, that's powerful stuff. Powerful, powerful stuff. But yes, understand that your money is time and energy in abstracted form, encapsulated, bottled up. How can I bottle 1 hour of my time? Oh, I can encapsulate it. I can represent it by the 20, 40 pound, 20 pound note of this 40 pound right here. Wow. Powerful stuff. And yet that can be printed. What's that all about? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.